Students, today we are going to discuss about the bar graph. Okay, that is the horizontal bar graph. But before going to the horizontal bar graph, we will see once what is actually the bar graph. All right. So bar graph means it is of two types. First of all, it is horizontal as well as in the vertical. So it is a very easy way to represent the data and on x and y axis, and easy to find out the comparison between different data sets, all right, among different data sets. So let us see first of all one bar graph program, so that will be help us out in order to do the horizontal bar graph quite easily. Okay, first of all let us see that bar graph 1. Okay, this is a simple bar graph. Okay, so first of all let us see that how this bar graph is functioning. Okay, let us see the bar graph once by executing. Okay, so the thing is that plt.bar, we are taken two data sets and this is the comparison. These two data has been compared over here, one level x and another is level y, color is green. Okay, and there is bar number, height and all, everything is over there, so it can easily understandable from here. So how this thing has been taken place. Okay, so now 13579, okay, and 52782. Okay, so that is the thing, 7 8, and here you can see how this has been plotted. Okay, so x has been plotted with the blue color, which is the default color, which you did not mention, and the second one, that is 2 4 6 8 10, that has been plotted also over here. Okay, and 13579, you can see over here this simple bar graph has been plotted. Okay, so so it is actually, if you are actually mentioning two different data series, okay, then in this way you can draw a bar graph. All right, so this is the title and these are the y level and this is the x level. Okay, so this is the x axis and this is the y axis. All right, so this is the way to do a normal bar graph. Okay, that is the vertical. Now we are coming to the horizontal bar graph. Okay, how the horizontal bar graph to be done, that we will see right now. Okay, so first of all let us go to the program which I had already developed. Okay, all right, so that I will open first, bar h1. all right, so here you see a very simple mode data frame. From the data frame it has been made. All right, that is the thing, clear. So here you see out here, okay, here you see out here how these things has been taken place. Close preference, color red. Okay, first of all bar has been given on relay. Let us see the execution of this one. This is a simple data frame that you all know because you have done so many times the data frame classes and all, so it is not a problem for you. So from a data frame we are just developing this one. Okay, that is the thing. So now you check out here how these things has been made. All right, so the thing is that once it will appear, so we will be able to compare it. You see a simple bar graph has been made out here. Okay, so once again, okay, now in order to change it into horizontal bar graph, what should I do? I need to change this particular thing into a horizontal bar graph H like this. Okay, so the color has been preferred as red. Okay, students, BBA, MBA, BTech, BE, MCA, and how many number of students, that to be represented graphically. All right, so now this pd.data frame, that what we have taken, we have not taken any separate dictionary object. In that case we have directly taken a dictionary inside the constructor of a data frame. So what will happen, this dictionary object will be directly converted into data frame object. Fine. So after that df.plot bar h, okay, this is the function actually which will convert this data frame into the bar graph. Okay, and then finally plt.show. So plt.show will, what it will do, plt.show actually will display the graph, okay, on a separate window. So plot.bar h, what it is doing, that actually df.plot is a member method of also of pandas class, and matplotlib.pyplot is as plt that we have imported in order to call the method .show. Okay, because if you don't call this, then what will happen, sorry, if you don't import this one in matplotlib, in that case show will not be called and you will not be able to see the graph as well. All right, so that is the thing. So here two keys have been taken, one is students and these are the items. Okay, so key value pair, you can see this key value pair is actually forming an item for a dictionary, and another key value pair is number of students and 20, 25, 15, 10, 35. Okay, and here the x-axis level and y-axis level, and title is course preference, courses preference, and color has been given red. If you don't give the color red, doesn't matter, it will give you the default color as blue. So let us proceed now. Okay, so I'm just proceeding with this run module. Okay, so now source must be okay. Now you see how we are proceeding. Okay, so it will be executed. Now you see that how the bar graph is appearing over here. Okay, so here in the data frame we have taken two keys. Okay, now you see the bar graph has been formed with the red color. Okay, so now I'm just making it shortened so you will be able to understand. So considerable length. Okay, so the courses preference has appeared over here, and it is very clear from here actually from the data sets. Okay, so now it can be, question can be given, suppose this data set has been given to you and you may be asked to write a program. Okay, so that is the thing. Instead of giving a direct program to write a Python program to create a bar graph, horizontal bar graph of that kind. Okay, now you see this particular figure, how it is appearing. Okay, so MCA B is the least, I think. Yeah, B is the least. Okay, so BBA, MBA, BTech, B. So from the graph it is quite clearly understandable the data set that we had represented. Suppose this particular thing you are representing in front of your executive or someone in the meeting and all. So a simple bar graph can give you a lot of things. Okay, that is the things. Maybe we have done it in very short format, but it can be done in descriptive format also. Okay, so that is the thing. So then instantly this graph is representing that MCA has the highest number of admissions over here. Okay, if you are talking about a school or a university or a college or something like that. So MCA contains most of the students, that is around 35. Okay, B is the least. So what the management can do, management can go for a drive to take the students in B more, because lot of seats are empty over here. So in this way you can analyze the data. That is why it is actually the data science. Fine, that is the thing. So in this way this horizontal bar graph is actually representing a single series of data. Okay, so that is the thing. So now we will proceed from it and we will be going to there is some kind of comparison now. So with the help of another bar graph. Okay, that is the thing. So let's see now this particular bar graph. Okay, so creating a data frame over here as usual, simple. Now what we have done, we have kept two categories. We are just comparing between the number of girls and boys, okay, those who have taken admission in the different wings of an university, okay, or a college, BBA, BCA, MCA, B and BTech. Fine. So these 5 wings are there in this particular, streams are there in a particular university. Say for example in Siliguri Institute of Technology only. Okay, so that is the thing. So now here don't consider this particular command right now. Okay, so let us see now how these things to be done. Okay, so here just if we are comparing with this one, here we have mentioned directly bar h. Okay, that also similar thing, and this particular data frame is having the dictionary, and dictionary contains three items. There are 3 key value pairs. So one key value pair is called item. So in that sense there are 3 items in the data frame. Similarly, this dictionary has not been taken, dictionary object has not been assigned separately. So what is actually happening? So here you have to give one curly brace actually. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, that is the thing. So the curly brace, no, I'm sorry, index, that one is fine. So there are actually also 2 keys available, not the 3 keys, because index is a part of data frame. Fine. So the girls, boys are the 2 keys available. 2 items available in the dictionary has been given, because this is the ending of a dictionary and this is the another index has been taken. Instead of taking 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have taken BBA, BCA, MCA, B, BTech, since we need to plot it on a graph. Okay, that is the thing. So what is actually happening out here? df.plot, I have taken kind. This is kind. This kind is actually another type of attribute. Okay, that actually plots a horizontal bar graph, because the instead of giving the bar H over here, the bar H has been given out here, and rest of the things are fine. Okay, title, student, distribution, color green and orange. Okay, that's what the things, titles and all is given, student distribution. Okay, that is the thing. And x equals to students, y equals to number of students is not present out here. If you want, you can give it, doesn't matter. Okay, but here it is not required, since there are girls and boys. Two separate keys are available already. Okay, now we are executing this particular program. Let us go to the program execution phase. Okay, now run and then run module. Okay, as usual, remember F5 is the keyboard shortcut in order to execute a program in Python. All right, that is the thing. Now you see that how it appears on the screen. So I'm just minimizing the execution screen, so the graph will appear over here. Okay, so the graph has been appeared over here, and two graphs that has been drawn is clearly giving you a view that how many boys and how many girls are there. Okay, and where it is the least and where it is the more. That also can be understandable from here. Okay, you see that B is having the more number of boys out here as compared to girls. Okay, other section normally fine. Okay, there is no problem. So the two bar graphs, two horizontal bar graphs has been framed out here. Okay, you can see out here how these things have been taken place, because the legends have been taken automatically. So this particular format of making the horizontal bar graph will give you definitely an advantage, because the coding is very less out here, and with this less coding, with this compact coding, you are getting such a huge output. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so you just put the number of girls and boys out here. Okay, that is the thing that you need to do. Only the data needs to be entered, and if you can remember its formation, it will be very easy to frame the graph in this way. Even the particular question has been given to you in the form of a graph, and in order to, and with the basis of the graph, you need to create the program. You need to write the program. So in that way. All right, that's what. Now the same graph can be made by, so I've given, you can see out here, which is already been inexecutable. I have kept it because I did not delete it. Sometimes we forget to write the commands, or sometimes what happens, we forget to explain. So I've kept it as it is, because it is, though even it is in the program, but has no effect. Okay, so both the commands we are not using at a time. So now I am putting this one off. Okay, and opening this one. Okay, so making it executable, that one. Now you see this command and this command, it bit different. Okay, a bit different. Okay, but both are doing the same work. So here the title has been taken, df.plot title, and what is the difference between this one? df.plot bar h, x equals to, we have taken x equals to student, y, these are the legends and all. Okay, and this girls as boys, why we have not taken the x-axis, y-axis? Because it has been already been taken in the legends. Okay, so that is why the title and the color has been taken, bus, which is enough for the comparison between the number of girls and boys. Okay, now you see I am just executing, and then it will show us the output. Okay, so how the output will be done, you'll check out here. Let me minimize this one, and on the screen this output will come. All right, now you see the same output has been appeared over here as we had got it from our previous command. All right, so that is the thing. So in this way, what you need to do is, the horizontal bar graph, you can see it here quite clearly. The legends are representing girls and boys, so it is quite clear from here, from this graph, that green color is the girls, and the yellow color is the yellow or orange, whatever you say, orange color is for the representing the number of boys. Okay, and from the graph, the comparison, okay, see BTech is having the provision to take more number of girls over here. Okay, MCA, you see the very less number of girls are available out here. Okay, so the boys are more. Okay, here in BCA, the girls are more and the boys are less. So in this way. Okay, so it is all about the commands and all. So these commands are very easy to understand, and this is the very easiest way to do the horizontal bar graph. Okay, so whether the number is 5 or because maximum number for this kind of program will be 5 only. Okay, for question number 5, for 5 marks, this is enough. Okay, this is enough. All right, that is the thing. So, and if I want, I will not be able to elongate the size of the code. Okay, because these few lines is actually giving me the giving a very handsome output. So that is why this is the most preferable way to draw a bar graph. Okay, so you must try it out, because this is a practical assignment activity. You must just try it out in your system, and let me know if you have any problem in a live class, so we can have the clarification over here. All right, okay, then carry out the practical, which is mostly desirable, okay, for you. Okay, since these are all practical oriented subject. Fine, then thank you. I will meet with some more programs in the coming sessions.